Hi all, welcome to English online class. Good morning everybody. This video is as part of ICET Public School online class. Dear students, in the last class yesterday we have stopped in the class means after completing two paragraphs of the lesson, his first flight, and you had a task to complete that to do to shoot a video explaining the two paragraphs of the lesson, the summary of it, and the condition was not look at the textbook or reading the textbook, take a summary of it and present it in front of the video. And I told you to post in this our school group itself at that time, and I kept it open the group for till the time ends, but only very few students only they have posted, and others very few students they have sent to me personally also, as at the end of the time I informed you to send the video directly to me personally. So very few students sent to me personally also, but what about the rest? So I would like, actually I want to name the students who have sent the video, but now I am afraid in front of me there is no list is not with me, so that's why I'm afraid that sometime I may miss. I know I do remember everybody, Faika, that Amina and then Yasin, and including many other. I am not missing anyone, no. But very few students they did not turn up at all. So it is very pathetic. It is very. I feel that I should not teach you. That is means a kind of irresponsibility. Even if in this kind of situation, dear students, what you are supposed to do, in case you can't prepare a video, you have any problem, any difficulties, that is better to inform me through WhatsApp itself. You can chat with me that, sir, due to this and that I could not make the video now. If you give me a time, I will do it in the evening, or like that. Any reasons you will have, definitely that you can. Or frankly, you can talk the truth. Don't cook up any means big stories to hide this. But it is better always to say the truth. Then that will help you. Okay, and one more thing, I also noticed that when I posted the video, my video, that very few students only watching. This video also may be the same way. The students they will give the attendance and all, but they are not watching at that time. They are putting it aside to watch it later. Maybe watching, or definitely they may watch, but at the time they are not watching conveniently there. So this is not a systematic way of learning. I request everybody, those who are watching it right now, I request everybody to keep all lessons, English and every subject, to watch at the right time itself. Don't wait for that. Actually, I can make it after the time. I can this link. I can make it as private or unlisted, that you can't see it later. But why I'm not doing that? For any time you will, if you want any reference, if you want to learn and study, that time you can come and watch it, my video. So that is why I kept it public and open to everyone. So let us come back to our story, that is first flight. We know that it is about a young girl, and he was afraid to fly in the middle of the ocean. He was on the sledge on the cliff and trying to fly, and but he was very afraid. The textbook says that is cowardice. He was cowardice, so that he can't fly that. His wings is okay, everything health is okay, and already his brothers and sisters, parents, everybody that had flown, he is only alone on that sledge. And now it is the time is over, and now parents are coming, and parents are scolding him in why you are not flying like that, and they are telling that, they are threatening that we won't give you any piece of food, that don't expect like that. So far we have been giving you food, now do not expect any type of food. They were scolding and threatening him. So because of his life, but for the life of him he could not move, so he was afraid like that. There we stopped, only the two paragraphs only. Look at the page number 137. Page number 137. Now we are continuing. There is a question: why do you think the young seagull could not muster up enough courage to fly? Why? Why it could not muster up enough courage? This is a general question for everybody. I told you that there are many students who did not turn up. And can you say why they did not muster up courage to make a video? This is a question for a relevant question to everyone. Why you did not get complete mark in examination? Why can't you? Or why you could not muster up enough courage to prepare a video and send in the group? You are afraid of your ability, your skill, and your presentation. What is it? You have the same courage. What the children who have sent the video, you have the same knowledge, you have the same content, and you have all the technical facilities what the other students have. Then what? Like that, the seagull, why not, is parents, brothers and sisters, and even their wings are smaller than his wings actually. Is this young seagull's wings is bigger than their sister? Already we mentioned that. Now that was look in the book I'm reading. That was 24 hours ago. Since then nobody had come near him. The day before, all day long, he had watched his parents playing about with his brothers and sisters, perfecting them in the art of flight, teaching them how to skim to the waves and how to dive for fish. And all the morning the whole family had walked about on the big plateau midway down the opposite cliff, taunting him for his cowardice. Here again, it continues that. Now 24 hours is over. Means 24 hours before all other family members had gone. Now it is almost 24 hours is over. Since then, that means day before yesterday we can guess. That is, since then nobody had come near him. Yes, they totally left him alone on the cliff, on the sledge. Parents and brothers, they know, even if after 24 hours also they did not reach back. The day before, all day he had watched his parents flying about with his brothers and sister, and the whole day his parents were teaching his brothers and sister, teaching them, perfecting them the art of flight, and parents were making their how to fly perfectly, and so parents were teaching his brothers and sisters and making their flight perfect. So they were doing coaching. Parents were giving coaching to his brothers, other family members, teaching him how to skim when the waves are coming high, how to skim. So the art of flight when the waves coming, how to skim, and also teaching that how to dive for fish and how to catch fish quickly, how to dive into water and take the fish. That parents were teaching them. That is, the other sister and brothers, parents were making them their flight perfect. And all the morning the whole family had walked about on the big plateau, and all morning their family, means parents and brothers and sister, they were in that plateau. In that plateau means that level area, that big wide area, vast area is, that is what called that plateau. And in that plateau everybody were there. They were learning, they were perfecting their art of flight midway down the opposite cliff, and means in the midway they were on the other opposite, very far away. There is another cliff, another mountain, another sledge, rocks and other in the other end of the ocean. They were there midway down the opposite cliff, taunting him for his cowardice, and they were saying unkind words, and they were laughing at this young seagull and their family members itself, their family members were scolding him, taunting him, and not flying, not mustering up courage to fly, and they were not coming to this sledge. They were on the other end of the ocean. There is another cliff, so they were there. They were in that cliff, not coming to this. 24 hours is over. Now the sun was now rising higher in the sky, means again after 24 hours it is going to be lunch time. Blazing on his ledge, he had not eaten since the previous nightfall. Then he had found a dried piece of mackerel's tail at the far end of his ledge. Now there was not a single scrap of food left. He had searched to every inch, digging among the rough straw nest where he and his brothers and sister had been hatched. Now the time is going. It is going to be noon now, and so that it is becoming hot and hotter, blazing on his ledge, and it is burning bright strongly, and it is on the ledge. We know that rock piece, on that it is burning. That rock is burning. That ledge he had not eaten since the previous nightfall. From the previous nightfall onwards, when the parents left him. So from that time onwards he did not eat anything. Then he had found a dried piece of mackerel's tail. Then he saw a seafish, a tail of a seafish on the ledge. He happened to see the tail end of a seafish at the far end of his ledge. At the very far end of this, there was a dried piece of fish. Dried piece, that is the tail part of that fish. He could see that at the far end of it. Now there was not a single scrap of left, other than that dried piece of fish, not complete fish, the tail. He had no food at all. Nobody is giving. His parents are not ready to give. They were threatening him, we won't give you food. And brother and sister, they were not coming near to him at all. They were at the other end of the cliff, and he was alone. No way, no food, and sun is rising. It is getting hot and hotter. On the ledge, on the rock, it is burning. And now there was not a single piece of food left. He had searched every inch, digging among the rough straw nest, and now he is looking for food anywhere at any gap or any edge or anywhere, whether he can find any food, and he is digging among the rough straw nest, and he was trying to dig out the nest where he and his brothers and sister had been hatched. So at the time of hatching, the birds, they will prepare a nest, for hatching. So that he was digging that hatch and all, the place with that nest he was digging. That nest, the seagull was trying to dig out to find any piece of food in the nest. So he was trying, and he was looking for and searching for food now. What happened to him? For the last 2 hours, he had been trotting back and forth from one end of the ledge of the other, his long grey legs stepping daintily, trying to find some means of reaching his parents without having to fly. Now, this is his aim. Now for the last 2 hours, he had been trotting back and forth. Now he is not getting enough food. Now he is on the ledge. He was trotting back. He will come this till the end, then will go back, then will come again, like this. He was trotting. He was coming front and going back, like this. For the last 2 hours, this is the activity he is doing. And his long grey legs stepping daintily, and is that leg, that means small leg, that is very delicate, we know that. Daintily trying to find some means of reaching his parents, and anyhow how to reach into his parents, that was also he was trying without having to fly. So he was thinking that he is not at all ready. Anyway, he is not ready, he is not getting the courage. He was not courageous to fly, but he want to reach to his parents. Only the reason, main reason is food, is the problem. He want to, without flying, how to reach his parents. That is what. But on each side of him, the ledge entered in a sheer fall, with the sea beneath. Between him and his parents, there was a deep, wide chasm. There was no ledge to walk, and above him he could see nothing. We know that. That is, but each side of him, that means he was on the ledge. Every side of him, the ledge entered in a sheer. We know that it is in the middle of the ocean. Or the end of that ledge, there is a big, deep fall. That means ocean. There is no other way to walk. Then there is no ledge to walk to his parents. Between him and his parents, there was a deep, wide chasm. That is, wide chasm means that wide opening. That means wide area. This ocean. That there was no ledge to walk. There was no bridge to walk. And above him, when he looks up, what he can see nothing except the sky above him. He stepped slowly out to the brink of the ledge, but his family took no notice of him. He saw him, two brothers and sisters, lying on the plateau, dozing with their heads sunk into their necks. His father was preening the feathers on his white back. Now, time is over. He can't bear any longer, means that he's getting hungry also. Now he's walking for last 2 hours. Was walking. No use. He stepped slowly out to the brink of the. Then he reached here and stepped out into the ocean. That to fly. He stepped just like at that time brink of the. But his family took no notice of him. When he is doing something courageously, he was very, very afraid. Then he's just stepping out of it, but his family is not at all looking at him. So he get more not getting courage. Then he become more afraid. His family is not at all looking at him. Family took no notice of him. He saw his two brothers and his sisters lying on the plateau. So in that plateau, in that open wide area, so his brothers and sisters, he can see that, but they are not looking at him. And dozing, what they are doing, that dozing with their heads sunk into their necks. Birds, we can see they put their heads into their feathers, into their wings, then they will do that. So in that open area, in front of, in the other end of this cliff, with that plateau, that means a wide area. So there, his brother and sister, they are sitting and they are dozing, they are sleeping, putting their head inside the feathers. It's called that is dozing with their heads sunk into their necks, head into their necks. His father was doing father was preening the feathers on his white back. And we know that birds, we might have seen that the birds, they will preen like this. They will clear their feathers and all, they will preen. It is called preening. They were clearing the feathers and all, make softening, that the birds using their beak, they will do like this. That is called preening. So his father was doing like that, and his other members, they were sleeping, putting their head into their neck. They were sleeping. So he was trying to fly, but nobody is looking at him. Then what happened? Then what will be happening? Whether he can fly or not. We did not speak about mother. What will be the concern of mother? Always, who will come for help in this kind of? Mother will come, right? Mother will have a soft corner to their children than father having. So will mother come or not? Whether he expect like that, mother will give food or not? will mother will help him to fly, or all this we can study in the next class. So today also I request everybody, let me check that how many of you are doing this activity the same way. The today's part video I need to get the summary of it, so no need of much preparation. Or so why I'm telling you, the video, then only your presentation part, public speaking part, when you are in front of the video, you will have a feeling that you are in front of a big audience, so you will have the courage to present. You can muster up your courage and present a video, the summary of only today's class. Okay, no need of the about 2 paragraphs, but only that also you have to do that without looking into the book. Simply talk what you remember, that you can learn. When you are that congratulations Yasin, that I noticed one thing. When he started his video, he was telling that I am Yasin, studying in grade 7 in ICT public school. Today I am going to present the summary of 3-4 paragraphs of the lesson. Is first flight, the story is about a CM seagull. Let me start my summary of today's class, like that. Let it should have a beginning like this, then you say the summary of it without looking into the book. Very brief summary, a video clip. Please send to me personally, not into the group. You may be shy to send it to the group, so you may send personally to me. I will check it. I will appreciate you, your courage to present a video like this of summary. So definitely, no need of, don't worry about your makeup, your presentation, your dress, and how you. It should look neat. That's all, and not more than we don't want any. So this is what, dear children, learning, that you may come out and speak and you deliver your thoughts and what your learning is. So for that I am waiting for. Let me check everybody's. Thank you for watching my day. Wish you all the best. We will come with a different any tricks or any break time activity and all in the next video. I will come to you. Okay, please do as I say. Thank you. Have a nice day.